Welcome to Catex TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Friday, March 20th, 2015. At some point later today, the vernal equinox will occur and it will shift from winter to spring. Can't tell that in New Jersey. 6 inches of snow are forecast here in Princeton. If you want to follow us on Twitter, go to Catex TV. At least 30 people, including a number of children, have been killed and possibly as many as 50 more injured when an express train in northern India derailed. Television images show mangled carriages lying beside the track after the accident, which occurred about 30 miles from Lucknow, which is the capital of the northern state of Uttar Pradesh. The Press Trust of India said that the train apparently overshot a signal before crashing into a barrier and coming off the rails. The chief executive officer of Cooper Gay, Sweat & Crawford, Toby Esser, one of the last remaining international independent reinsurance brokers in the world, has strongly rejected speculation that one of his biggest private equity investors, Lightyear Capital, is preparing to sell its stake in his business. Esser insisted that rumors circulating in the market were categorically not true. He confirmed that an internal memo was sent out almost immediately after the rumors appeared to refute the claim. Lightyear Capital owns a 55% stake in Cooper Gay. They completed the investment only in 2013, back in January, so it's just about a 2-year time frame right now. Esser did confirm that the Portuguese broker MDS is in the process of selling a 9% stake in Cooper Gay, and he said that that was within expectations of their investment strategy. The broker said that they had not yet identified a buyer for the MDS stake. Esser said that one of the key areas for Cooper Gay, as one of the last remaining independent brokers, is to grow its MGA business. He said without taking risk, Cooper Gay already underwrites in excess of $700 million a year at extremely profitable loss ratios for the underwriters, and they're hoping to double that in the next several years. The Tropical Cyclone Nathan, which hit Queensland earlier today, coming across as a Category 4 in northern Australia on the east coast, fortunately has not caused any serious effects, no loss of life. Wind gusts of more than 100 miles per hour were recorded at Cape Flattery. The hurricane made landfall in a remote area between Cape Flattery and Cape Melville just before 4 a.m. local time. It came across as a Category 4 and was just about immediately downgraded to a Category 3. It brought a tremendous amount of heavy rain. There's some local flooding, but no loss of life or damage that can be seen yet. In a startling blow to one of California's biggest health insurers, California has revoked the tax-exempt status of Blue Shield of California, forcing the company to pay tens of millions of dollars in back taxes and unleashing a torrent of calls for it to return billions of dollars to its customers. Blue Cross had built up about $4.2 billion in reserves, which was a pile of cash that many of its critics viewed with frustration. The decision actually had been made earlier this week after a lengthy audit by the state franchise board. It quietly revoked the San Francisco insurer's tax-exempt status and said it would have to start paying taxes. One of the apparent reasons the tax board took the action was because the nonprofit insurer was stashing away too much money for a rainy day. It really is quite an interesting situation because consumers have been clamoring for this for some time. Blue Shield purchased a $2.5 million skybox at the San Francisco 49ers' new Levi's Stadium, which consumer advocates viewed as a waste of money. Blue Cross said they needed that in order to entertain prospective new clients. Not knowing how many individual applicants for health insurance were ever invited to the new Blue Cross box, I would suspect not many. A consumer advocate said that the state board's tax action was, quote, an acknowledgement of what Blue Shield was already doing or not doing. And if it looks like a duck, talks like a duck, it should be taxed like a duck. Singapore is reporting that the air pollution standard index is hitting the danger zone today. It's up to about 105 right now. It starts in the morning at 62, and then as the day builds and industry kicks in and cars and smog are created, it does rise. 100 is considered the unsafe point. The situation is expected to improve with the strengthening of winds later today. There was a solar eclipse of the sun, a total eclipse of the sun in northern Europe today, and that normally would just be a scientific or human interest story. However, there is a substantial amount of solar energy contributing to the European power grid, the electrical grid. Electrical grids in Europe claim success today in managing the unprecedented disruption to solar power from a 2.5-hour eclipse, which of course brought a massive drop in energy supply. Germany, Europe's biggest economy, at the heart of the event, boasts the world's biggest solar-powered installation. Last year, it contributed 6% of Germany's national power requirements. The initial 13-gigawatt drop in Germany was less than operators had feared. They were able to draw on alternative energy supplies, including coal and gas and hydroelectric energy pumped from storage. Britain reported that they also saw a drop of about 850 megawatts, but fortunately for them, their demand also dropped because apparently a number of people went outside to watch the phenomenon of the solar eclipse. So it's an interesting sidelight here. One of the things supposedly with solar energy, of course, is that it's cleaner and more reliable. But if the sun is gone, it does sort of knock out the reliability part. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Have a good weekend. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you Monday.